our ministers here, gospel preachers, to all of my father's children, amen. I am I'm going to do it like this. I don't want to do this full text, but I was going to preach. We ought to be a witness, but I need to encourage somebody today simply this way. Come see for yourself. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor.
Neighbor.
See for yourself.
For yourself.
We do a lot of things based on what someone told us, or we saw it done on TV. We've seen it demonstrated in a whole lot of ways. And so we picked up and we adopted it because we thought that's the best way to do it when it comes to life, when it comes to how we live, how we do things. But I believe that when it comes to serving God, when it comes to experiencing God, that there has to be a personal encounter for yourself. You have to come to know God for yourself.
Amen.
You can tell people to pray for you. You can tell people to keep you in their prayers and call your name out. But it's imperative that everyone who wants to know God comes to know God for themselves. You need a personal encounter with God. John chapter 4, our Lord's Gospel, recorded by St. John, chapter 4, there is a woman of Samaria. She meets Jesus at the well. Many of us know the story of how she had a conversation with the Christos. But I want to look at the aftermath. Look at verse 25, if you will. John chapter 4, verse 25 says, are you there? Say amen.
Amen.
Boy, that sure sound good. Now, if y'all say that a couple more times, I can preach.
Amen. Amen.
The woman, look at somebody and say, the woman.
The woman
Saith unto him, I know that Messiah's cometh, which is called Christ. When he is come, he will tell us all things. Jesus said unto her, I that speak unto thee am he. And upon this came his disciples and marveled that he talked with the woman. Yet no man said, what seekest thou, or why talketh with her? The woman then left her water pots and went her way into the city and saith to the man. She left her water pots, ran into the city, and spoke to the man. She said, come see a man, which told me all things that I've ever did. Is this not the Christ? Then they went out of the city and came unto him. In the meanwhile, his disciples prayed him, saying, Master, eat. But he said unto them, I have meat to eat that you know not of. Therefore said the disciples one to another, have any man bought him aught to eat? Jesus said unto him, my meat is to do the will of him that sent me, and to finish his work. Say ye not, there are yet, say not ye, there are yet 4 months, and then cometh the harvest. Behold, I say unto you, lift up your eyes and look on the fields, for they are white already to harvest. And he that reapeth receiveth wages, and gathereth fruit unto life eternal, that both he that soweth and he that reapeth may rejoice together. And herein is that saying true, one soweth and another reapeth. I sent you to reap that whereon ye are bestowed no labor. Other men labored, and you are entered into the laborers. I should have skipped this, but I read it. Verse 39, watch it. And many of the Samaritans, everybody say many of the Samaritans.
Many of the Samaritans
Of that city believed on him for the saying of the woman. They believed because the saying of the woman, which testified, he told me all that I ever did. So when the Samaritans would come unto him, they besought him that he come unto him. They besought him that he would tarry with them, and he abode there 2 days. And many more believed because of his own word. Watch this. And he said unto the woman, the ones that believed said unto the woman, now we believe, not because of your saying, thy saying, but we have heard him ourselves, and know that this is indeed the Christ, the Savior of the world. They believe now because they heard him for themselves. But if you go back to verse 29, she said, come see a man which told me all things that I ever did. Is this not the Christ? Neighbor, see for yourself. You may be seated in the presence of the Lord. See for yourself. Jesus, John's gospel recorded by St. John is about Jesus. I'll be done in about 15 minutes. I want to be done. 15 minutes is all I want to do. 15 minutes. Jesus comes to Samaria. Mind you, the Jews did not have no dealing with Samaritans. But Jesus lets us know that he must needs go through Samaria. He goes through Samaria. Now mind you, understand, him going to Samaria is a big deal because Jews normally would not go through Samaria. Let me pause right in the beginning of this message and say to some of y'all that oftentimes we don't think God will come where we are. Have I got a witness in this place? But do you know that God knows how low we can get? Amen. God knows how bad things can get. But just because people will pass you up, God will never pass you. Have I got a witness in this place? He said, I must needs go through Samaria. And I don't know about you today, but I've been in some places, I've been in some conditions, and I'm glad that Jesus came and passed by where I was. Because if he had not came and got me out of my stuff, I'd probably still be in there. He said, I'm glad he had on his list to go through. He came through Richmond. I wish I had a witness in this place. And he just did not come where I was. He came and where I was in my stuff. Have I got a witness in this place? You weren't always saved. We ain't always had it together, but he had to come and get us out of our situation, or we probably never would have left. When he comes to Samaria, he comes, and when he gets there, the text lets us know that there is a woman there with water pots to draw water. If you don't mind me jumping through this to get to my place in the text and go back and read it for yourself, but he has an encounter with a woman at the well, and he asked this woman, he said, woman, give me to drink. And she lets him know that that you don't have nothing to draw from. Jesus said, if you knew who you were talking to, you would ask me to drink. It suggests to me, my brothers and sisters, that she is not aware of who she is talking to. I got a witness in this place. You have to be careful who you're entertaining sometimes, because it could be an angel. She does not know who she's talking to, but at the same time, Jesus is determined to meet her where she is. Jesus lets her also know that whosoever drinketh of the water from the well will thirst again, but if you drink the water I'll give you, it shall be in you a river of living water flowing. Got a witness in this place. He said, whosoever drinketh the water that I shall give him shall never thirst again, but the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up into everlasting life. Here it is right here, my brothers and sisters. We can drink a whole lot of stuff. We can taste a whole lot of things. But until we've experienced Jesus, we'll always be searching for satisfaction. Y'all gonna make me go there. The water that she was drawing was natural and from the well. It was there from, it was Jacob's well. It was Sychar. It had been there for a long time. And it lets us know that she was coming to draw water from it, and they came on occasion all the time. It lets us know that whatever they were getting out the well, they always had to get it in order to satisfy their thirst. You ain't catching it. Some of us, we still going to the same places trying to get satisfied by the same thing, and still can't get satisfied. You've been drinking the same drink and still ain't got satisfied. You've been dating the same kind of people and still ain't got satisfied. You've been hanging around the same crowd and still ain't got satisfied. But I came by here to tell somebody, once you meet Jesus, everything. You ought to taste it before yourself. The woman at the well, she's encountering Jesus, and the woman says unto her, sir, give me this water. Notice, if you please, in the text, Sister B.A., Minister B.A., notice in the text how Jesus shifts her desire for what's in the well to what's in here. See, here it is right here. You got to switch. Your taste buds have to change. You have to quit wanting stuff that won't satisfy and get something that's going to quench your thirst. I witness in this place. You can't hang around people that don't know God and try to get satisfied with their counsel. You need somebody that's tapped into eternity so you can get some eternal counsel and you can get some eternal satisfaction. What's the difference between eternal satisfaction and temporal satisfaction? Temporal satisfaction, as soon as I get it, I need more. I got nobody in this place. But the moment Jesus gives you satisfaction, you ain't I got nobody in this place. Jesus. Jesus. Come on. The woman says, sir, give me this water. Drink that I thirst not. Neither come hither to draw. She says, give me the water. Y'all see it?
Yeah. Come on.
Why? Watch it, Tim. Watch it. She comes to the water to get drink. She meets Jesus. Jesus said, you'll never thirst again if you drink my water. Watch this. She said, well, give me this water. But notice in the text, she says, give me this water so I don't have to come here again. Yeah. It suggests to me, and some of y'all are too, preacher, that you are tired. Let me pause and let that sink in. Yeah. The text says in verse 15, the woman said unto her, sir, give me this water that I thirst not, neither come hither to draw. She said, give me this water. You told me it'll be in me a river of living water springing up in the everlasting life. Yeah. She said, give me this water so I won't thirst again, and I won't have to come back here again.
All right.
It says to me, she's tired of coming, getting water from the well.
Yes.
You missed it. You can't.
Come on.
You won't search. You won't broaden your horizon. We as a people really gotta stop going to we do the same thing. Go to the same place. And we know it ain't gonna give us, it's gonna give us the same results. But we still going.
Yeah.
All right, Pastor.
You won't get satisfied. You won't grow. You won't get better until you get tired of what ain't doing the job. Have I got a witness?
Yeah.
She was tired of coming to the well. Calluses on her feet. Hands tired from pulling the bucket up just to get a small taste. And Jesus is sitting where I ain't got nobody in this house. I came out here to tell you that maybe it's time that you stop trying to do it on your own and allow Jesus to put satisfaction inside of you. Watch this here. Oh my God.
Come on.
You see it?
That's right.
It's, watch the text. You ready?
Come on.
Hey,
I'm
watch
ready.
it. Watch this. He said, she'll be in him a well of water springing up in an everlasting life. Now, if she had to draw, she said, give it to me, so I ain't got to draw no more. I saw the fact that she had to get up, walk, just to get to the well. After she walked, she had to work to get the walk. And after she walked and worked, she had to walk back to where she came just to get satisfied and do it over again. But Jesus said, if you take the water I drink, it'll be in you.
Come on in.
Come on.
Come on.
You see it? You ain't gonna have to go nowhere. All you gotta do is she had been walking to the well. God says, listen to me, y'all. If you trust me, I'll be the well in you.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
You still ain't feeling it like I feel it.
Yeah.
Whenever you don't feel satisfied. Let me see.
Yeah, come on.
See, saying satisfied don't make y'all move, y'all. I gotta tell what in the areas when your money low.
Uh-oh.
When your money low and you got more bills than money.
Come on in.
When you fussing,
Yeah.
you don't feel like talking because you frustrated.
Yeah.
Come on.
You about to throw in the towel.
All right.
When they messing with you at your job,
Come on.
and your plans that you had for your life ain't work out. There's some dissatisfying moments.
Okay.
People talking about you, spreading rumors about dissatisfying moments.
Come on in.
But he said, rather than having to walk somewhere and get better from your stuff, he said, I'm gonna put the well in you.
Come on.
So while you in the midst of your stuff, you can go to your well. Come on. Here it is right here.
Come on.
I ain't got to drive home 2-3 hours from Sacramento
Come on.
and get home and in my prayer closet just to get satisfied.
Come on in.
And be relieved from what I've been through. I didn't learn how to pull over.
Come on in.
Some of y'all need to learn how to pull your car over. I ain't got to get to the church.
Amen. Come on. Preach.
You're right on the side of me. It may look like it's one, but it's more than one.
Yes.
I got company with me.
Okay.
He said, if you knew who it was you were talking to, you'd ask me for a drink. I'll put it in you. I'll put the well in you. You know how? See, the thing of the kids is when you look out and see what your friends have, now you feel like, I want.
Come on.
If you ain't got the latest game, you don't feel like you up on it. Well, talk back to
Come
me.
on.
That's right. If you ain't got the latest outfit, and you feel like, well, I ain't sufficient. If I ain't got the J's on, something wrong.
Come on.
Come on,
Whatever the
Pastor.
jeans is, whatever. If I ain't the latest, if I ain't the greatest, then something is wrong. But see, young people, what you got to understand, it's a trick of the enemy.
Yeah.
He wants you to think that you're not because you don't have what everybody got. But the well.
Yeah.
See, and you young, so you really ain't got a well in you. But what's happening is, God, every time your parents discipline you, they digging it.
Well,
Come on, Pastor.
come on now.
Woo!
I know you don't like it when you're told to do your homework.
For
You
sure.
don't like it when he's told to clean your room
Uh-huh.
before you go outside.
Come on now.
I know you don't like to finish your homework before you turn on the game. Reason why he's
Come on.
digging, he's digging and making room. So by the time you get of age, you're gonna have a little. You ain't. It's enough down in there that when you come to get around about college, get around about middle school, high school, you're gonna have enough in there. He said that the moment he said, man, let's cut
Come on now.
and go hang out. Why don't we go do this and that? But because mama dug in your butt and put some stuff in your lap.
Yes, sir.
Now when you get peer pressure, because your partners and your homies gonna say, listen man, let's go left when mama say go right.
Come on, Pastor.
And if the truth be told, watch this kids. If we had to listen to mama, anybody in here thank God for her woman? So the catch is that we try to put it all in your way,
Yeah.
so you won't make the mistakes we did.
Come on. That's right.
And if we all shaved our hands in here, you'll see the lumps from our experience. That's right, Pastor. So, that's it.
Come on, preacher.
Come on.
Finish next week.
Thank you, Lord.
Here it is right here. The woman ends up. This how he get her. He say, go get your husband.
Yeah.
Now, he got in her Kool-Aid.
Come on.
Yeah.
See, here's the problem. Here's why we can't get satisfied. It's because you think don't nobody know
Yeah.
about your mess ups and your past.
Uh-huh.
You think you got away with it.
Yeah.
Let me let that sink in. He said, Jesus said, go call your husbands and come hither.
Yeah.
She said, I ain't got one.
Good hand. Come on.
You right. See, here it is right here. Here's why you can't get satisfied, and here's why you don't want to see for yourself. This is why, because you think God don't know about your stuff. He know. Let me tell you something. Take this. He knows every last detail.
Yes.
And he know why you did it, when you did it.
Yes.
But watch him, y'all. He ain't trying to get you in trouble. He ain't big bad God. He ain't the boogeyman.
Come on now.
He ain't someone you're afraid to tell your stuff to, because what he gonna do to you, that's mom and daddy. But that ain't God. He said, I'm already aware of your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it.
Uh-huh.
His target
was his time was with her, but his target was the man she had been with.
Come on in.
Yeah.
Are you in here?
Uh-huh.
His time with you is to target everybody that thought you wasn't nothing.
Come on in.
Come
Pastor.
on, preacher.
Here's why. His time with her, he says, listen, go get your husband. And come here. Okay. Hold on. Now, we was just talking about wells and happiness and stuff. Now you want to get real. Now you want to get in my stuff. Stop coming to church and acting like you ain't got nothing. Right? Stop coming to church and acting like you crossing every T and dotting every I. Stop that. You fooling yourself.
Yeah.
You'll never get right. It's like going to the hospital and you sit up there bleeding and blood all over your face. You tell the doctor, I'm okay.
Yes, Lord.
Come on then.
Yes, God. Yes.
He said, the woman said, watch this. The woman said, sir, watch it. She says, I have no husband. Jesus said, y'all have well said, you don't have no husband you got 5. And the one you're with has now ain't your husband. That's what Jesus said. Watch your language, y'all. Well, I perceive you are a prophet.
Well,
Here it is right here. It's more to God than what you already see. Amen. It's more to him. There's more to him, bud. We can't get over on God. Amen. We can get over on each other because we know how to patch it up.
Say it, Pastor.
We know how to put makeup on, dress it up and cover it. But guess what? Here it is right here. Why? Why cover it from people? Here it is. How people view you is more important than God blessing you.
Wow.
You worry about what people gonna say versus what God. I've been there.
Jesus.
I've been there.
Yeah.
There you are.
Yeah.
You don't want nobody to think bad of you.
Jesus.
You got to get over the fact that what they gonna think. If you knew what they thought already, you wouldn't trip.
Come on in.
Yes.
All right.
They make you think they care. But at the end of the day, they're only making you think they care is because of what they can get from you.
Come on in.
When you want to see a real friend, close your hands.
Yeah.
Tell them no sometime and see if they still care. You worried about people that ain't got a heaven or hell to put you in.
come on now.
Thank you, Jesus.
Jesus uncovers her. Busts her out.
Come on.
Every now and then, it's good for us. I perceive you're a prophet. Don't hang up on me. I'm done.
Come on.
But
Pastor.
I perceive you're a prophet. Instead, she got to tell me, well, our fathers. Whenever somebody get trapped, they start talking about what their daddy did and what they used to do. And how they got here. I've been here long and I used to this. But people who ain't in touch with reality always talking about what they used to do. But what have you done lately? So, I'm done. So, see, our fathers worship on this mountain. Jesus said, I ain't tripping off this mountain. Can I talk to y'all?
Come on.
Come on.
I ain't tripping off your phone. I ain't tripping off your grades. I ain't tripping off how much weight you lost. I ain't tripping off how well your weave is. I ain't tripping off how much your hair done grew, how your neck. I ain't tripping off that. Because none of that's going to matter at the end of the day.
Yes.
God said, he said, I ain't worried about it. Why? Because you patching yourself up, but you ain't, preach, boy. You patching yourself up and making yourself look good, but you ain't done nothing to the interior. Your heart messed up. Your mind. That's why she looks so good, but her attitude's so stinky. He said, I ain't tripping off your reputation.
Come on.
Because I know how to change it. Have I got a witness here?
Come on.
Yes.
The Bible said, I'm done, y'all.
Amen.
The Bible said, the woman,
Thank you, Jesus.
Jesus said, woman, believe this hour come. You ain't gonna trip off this mountain no more. They that worship me must worship me in spirit and truth.
Yes.
I got a witness here?
Yes.
The text says, I'm done, y'all. I'm gone. The text says, but the hour come. Now when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. But the Father seeketh such to worship him. God is spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and truth. The woman said unto her, I know the Messiah is coming. See, everybody heard about him coming, but you don't understand he's here.
All right, all
Have I got a
right.
witness in this place?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody expecting, for Jesus to come, but he already came, died, buried, and rose. And he's coming back again. See, he's not coming back as the lonely Jesus. He's not coming back as one born in the manger. I feel like it. He's not coming as one that was poor, that one that was a carpenter's son. But this time, y'all, he's coming in glorious splendor. Have I got a witness in this place? The woman said, I know the Messiah come, which is called the Christ. In verse 25. And when he is come, he will tell us all things. Jesus said unto her, I that speak unto thee am he. The Bible said the disciples marveled that he talked to this woman. Have I got a witness in this place? And some folk marvel at how far you have made it in your life. Have I got a witness in this place?
Oh, yeah.
Some folk look at you and say, you still here. But they don't understand who has your back.
All right, all
The
right.
Bible says the woman left her water pots. The Bible says the woman left her water pots. Wait a minute. The Bible says the woman left her water pots. Wait a minute. She came to get water from the well. She came to lower her water pots down in the well. But after talking to Jesus, the Bible says she dropped her water pots. Wait a minute. Hold on. Come on. Wait a minute. Hold on. I want to shout that, but I see something. She dropped her water pots. Wait, hold on. I ain't ready yet. I gotta teach this. Now wait a minute. Hold on. She didn't foam at the mouth. She didn't turn 3 cartwheels. She didn't take 6 classes. But the text says she dropped her water pots.
Okay.
But she came to draw water. But she dropped her water pots. Is it ironic that after Jesus, oh my God, after Jesus tells her business, she drops her water pots. In other words, once he did not judge her or dog her out about her stuff.
Come on.
She was able to receive Jesus' teaching because he did not condemn her, but he consoled her. He said, the text, she dropped with the, let me slow down. She left her water pots, mother. That means whatever, oh my God.
Come on.
Y'all see it?
Yeah.
Y'all ready?
Yes.
Whatever she was thirsty for,
Yeah.
she got it.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
It never says she got it, but she got it.
Yes.
Because she let her water pots go.
Uh-huh.
The water pots didn't matter now. Watch this. She left. And, oh my goodness, y'all. I ain't going to even shout. I'm going to teach. I'm done. Cliff. She left her water pots, and the text says, watch this. Her time, Jesus' time was with her, but his target was the man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the woman put her water pots down and ran back to the city and went to the man. You missed it. When you see for yourself, you go back to the same people that was talking about you, the same people that took advantage from you. She went right back to them and said, listen, forget all, I know what you think of me. I know what I have done. I know I made a shame of myself.
Come on
but
in.
come see a man.
Yeah.
Have I got a witness in this room?
Amen.
I don't care what you've done. Come see this man.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't care where you're at.
Yeah.
Come see this man. Yeah. Who showed me. Watch this here. He didn't show me heaven. He didn't show me miracles. He showed me myself. Some of us don't like ourselves. You don't even look in the mirror long enough. I know you don't like yourself. That's why you're always mad. That's why you're always frowning. That's why you lie. That's why you cover up, because you don't like who you are. But God say, listen, I don't like who you are either. But I got enough power to change who you are.
All right.
This woman left her water pots. Now hold on. Now listen. Yeah, I got it. It's too long. I've been teaching.
Come on now.
We gotta take communion. But man, I keep seeing it. Now everybody that was dependent on the water, they had another thing coming.
Come on.
I got witness here.
Yeah.
They waiting for water. They about to get everlasting. See, Mo, when you go home today, don't go back and take them. Don't pick up no more McDonald's.
Come on.
Don't pick up no Taco Bell. Pick them up and matter of fact, take them this text. And say, come see this man. Before we go eat. But before we eat, check this dude out. Have I got a witness in this?
Yeah.
This man meets a woman that he shouldn't have been talking to. He lets her know all her stuff, all her baggage, and then tell her, I know your stuff, but I still love you. Who in here? Let me flip it. Who in here looks like her? Who in here look like her?
Come on now.
Come on, real talk. Who in here look like her?
Yes.
Got your stuff. Don't want nobody to see. But you want to deal with it. But you don't know how. And then she had to go back and tell the man, come see a man. Now, that's crazy. You got people waiting on her with the water, and you got men waiting on her another way.
Okay. All right then.
Come on. When she finished her job, when she finished getting water, she went and did her thing. Come on. What you do when you get off?
Well,
Do your thing.
Come on, Pastor.
Well, some of y'all don't because you're old and you're tired now.
Watch out now.
But so they was watch this here. Everybody was waiting for her return. Some wanted water, some wanted her. But then watch this here. She comes back and say, "Come see a man." Isn't that trip? And she went and told the man. In other words, now they all tripping. Because you know what they thinking. Now who she with? Come on now.
Amen.
Who, come see a man? You told me I was him. Come see a man? You said you. But the text says they believe.